Hey guys, I'm ZSH Blaze, welcome back to Planet Wild and welcome to the Planet Zoo Twilight Pack. Today we're going to be building a North American twilight forest with raccoons, skunks, foxes and wolves, and seeing how spooky we can make the forest look at night. So here we are on one of the gorgeous new maps from Planet Zoo Update 1.11. I've put some water in, a bit of a river here, just to add some interest. We're not really going to be doing too much with the water. Most of the action is going to take place over here. So done some roughening of the terrain, and away in the distance there's a sort of plateau that you would have seen in the intro, where we're going to put the new Bristlecone pine trees, which are really cool. For when I first saw them I thought they were kind of cheesy, but then I found out they actually do really look like that. They really do have sort of spooky trees IRL. I think they grow in California, if I remember correctly. So yeah, this is going to be a North American forest that we're doing here. Really love all the new maps in the new Planet Zoo update. It gives you so much more flexibility on where to sort of set your zoos. So as always in this series, the first thing that we're going to do is get a little plant palette together, make a small section of forest that looks really nice and brings the sort of North American forest vibe in. So I'm using a few different trees here. Got a custom tree that I made for the Land of the Leopard episode, which still kind of fits in this environment, so I'm going to keep that. There are some new trees in the latest update. I'm not using any of those for this particular map, but this giant cedar I really like. I think that this was added maybe in the Europe pack or the North American Animal pack. I don't think I've used it before, but yeah, that's really nice. Getting a bit of ground cover in as well, although we'll do a lot more of that later. And as always, we're going to copy this across the whole map with a lot of rotation and a few changes here and there, so that we get this big area over here looking like a forest. Alright, now things are starting to get a bit spookier. We've got the trees all over the map. You can see the river away there in the background, and everything looks really random, as it should do, but I'm liking how this looks so far. And if we head over here, you can see the central sort of plateau is really starting to come together. These bristlecone pines are so cool. That is one gnarly looking tree. We've got some of the new foxgloves as well, and a few other bits and pieces here and there, some dead trees, just to give it a really spooky vibe. I'm going to cover this in the special effect mist piece as well, and get loads of fog and mist up here, so it looks as spooky as we want it to look. We're going to have, I think we're going to put the raccoons down here, make a little sort of glen for them in there, and then we'll have foxes away over there. I think I'm going to have a little skunk around, maybe away by the river. So yeah, let's start getting the animals in. Alright, so away over here is the little area that I've put together for the skunk. They are absolutely tiny, especially in terms of Planet Zoo animals, so I don't want them to get lost in the long grass. So I've made them a little sort of trail leading from the lake up into the forest here, which is looking pretty good in the early morning light here. It's almost a shame to have the whole video at night, so I thought I'd show you guys a bit of it in the daytime. Yeah, we got a lot of little bits of ground cover and the new plants, etc. This is going to be the little home for the skunk. Love how the morning light looks coming through the trees there with the mist in the background. You can just catch a mountain away over here as well. Looking good. Let's move on. So I've done a bit more work on this central area, getting it ready for the wolves. Let's check out the raccoon habitat. So we've got this little hollow for the raccoons here. Got some of the new variegated ivy on the trees, and the new fallen leaves. Oh my god, I love this piece. And this is going to enable them to climb all the way up these trees, so we can get some cool shots of them climbing as well. This is now looking nice and foggy. Love how that looks with those crazy trees there. This is going to be great for the wolves. And then finally, we have a little den for the foxes here, or an earth, I think it's called, if a fox lives in it. So, similar to what we did in the last episode, actually, for the aardvarks. And this is buried away in the forest. And then behind it, you can see the plateau for the wolves. So with all the different areas completed, let's let the sun set and see what our Twilight Forest looks like. Alright, so as the sun dips behind the mountain in the background, we get to see the forest at night, looking suitably spooky. I really hope this holds up on YouTube. When you upload things, the quality always dives, and it's pretty dark, so hopefully you can see this properly. There's our skunk. These guys are really cute. I gotta say, for a Twilight pack with spooky scenery, Frontier really chose some cute animals to put into the pack, hence the wolves in this video. But I love these skunks. They're so cute and absolutely tiny, and the more small mammals we get in Planet Zoo, the better. And here's the raccoons climbing their tree. The models on these guys are absolutely amazing. I love them, and the little babies as well. But we should really bring some spookier animals in, so let's check out the wolves. Very happy with how that plateau turned out. And just as the sun starts to rise again, we've got the red foxes. I can't wait to play around with all the colour morphs on these guys. I haven't had the chance to make in this video, but the red foxes look really, really good. And I think there's like 5 different colour morphs in the game, so really looking forward to getting into them. So they're off into their den to sleep, as am I. It's been a busy week, and I will see you again soon for some more Planet Zoo. Thanks for watching.